Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Christian. If it's your first time seeing me, go ahead and like this video because I know you're gonna like it already. Subscribe and turn on those post notifications so you never miss another upload. And if you already are subscribed, then hey babies, welcome back. We're gonna go ahead and do a channeled message, guys. There's nobody on the live yet, but I'm gonna get started for everybody that's gonna be watching this back. So I really just wanted to do a channel message for you guys. I feel like there's so many different things for us to see and absorb right now. So let's just go ahead and get right into it. I also want to remind you guys that I have switched up my services. So now when you book a 30-minute session with me, we can do tarot reading or we can just have a chat. You can ask me advice. We can talk about manifesting, shadow work, inner child stuff, chakra unblocking. We can literally do anything in those sessions. And the same thing with the mentorships. I split up the mentorships so we have a 4-week program and an 8-week program. And whatever you want to do in that 4-week or 8-week program is totally up to you. If you want to do business, if you want to do spiritual, if you want to do both, if you want to do one for 1 week and another for another week, it's totally up to you. So yeah, creating different, options for my pricing and my packaging and my services just helps me feel like I help you guys better. And you guys definitely have more control over your services and your time with me, which is very important to me. So if you guys are interested in booking private sessions with me or anything like that, then go ahead and check out the community tab. You can also look at the links down below in the description box. And remember guys, we are going to Costa Rica, okay, on a spiritual retreat. So if you guys are interested in getting some info about that, then you guys can also go ahead and check out the description box to see the link to be added to the email list and get notified with the trip tea. But I'm excited to just get into this channel message, guys. Hello everyone. I'm sorry I did not speak to y'all. I be so worried about doing lives that I'm gonna save because I'm like, I don't want to just be talking to people the whole reading because the people that's watching it back ain't gonna know who I'm talking to or what I'm doing. But yeah, if you're here, I appreciate you. I thank you guys. I'm also still doing those manifesting readings. So if you guys are trying to manifest something and you are not sure how to get into it, if you feel like your manifestations aren't working, you need some help specifically with manifesting, then you can again check in the community tab. I'm doing $20 manifest method readings where we basically will do a channeled manifestation plan for you. And also, just kind of get the tea about how you've been manifesting so far. So let's get into this channeled message, everyone. I hope you are all ready to be read down to the ground. So let's get into this message. I'm not sure how long I'm gonna be on here or how long this message will be, but let's get into it nevertheless. So we have the Ace of Wands in reverse. We have the 7 of Wands, and we also have the 3 of Pentacles. The 3 of Pentacles. So the energy of the Ace of Wands in reverse, you know what I'm saying? This is about being in a space where we are feeling uncomfortable with the new beginnings, with the creative outlets, with the new opportunities that are coming our way. So I feel like you guys definitely need to set some boundaries on yourself and also boundaries across the board. And what do I mean by setting boundaries on yourself? No one can stop you from, going after your creative goals or betting on yourself or taking a risk or taking a new direction. There are definitely things that can come in your way. There are definitely things that can come in your path. But in terms of stopping you, there's no one that can stop you from doing that. So I feel like you guys are being granted the opportunity to have a fresh start. You're being granted the opportunity to do something different, do something new, do something exciting. But you are in your own way. So I will definitely recommend taking some time to think about what scares you the most about a risk. What scares you the most about jumping into the deep end and not knowing if you can swim in these waters or not because it's unfamiliar to you? What's stopping you from investing in yourself? What's stopping you from, really betting on yourself and, seeing what you can do or seeing what you can't do? I feel like some of us don't want to try and then make a mistake. Some of us don't want to try because they don't know if it's going to be good or bad. Some people are afraid of success. Some people are afraid of, failure. But nevertheless, this is really about releasing fear so you can step into what you need to. The 7 of Wands is about speaking your truth and standing up for yourself. I feel like you guys need to stand up to you. Stand up to you. If you are telling yourself, I can't do this, I need to be perfect. I need to not have any help. I have to do it on my own. If you're telling yourself all of these things and you're putting all of this energy and all of this stress on you, how do you expect anybody else to make you feel any better? How do you expect anybody else to encourage you? You guys need to set some serious boundaries on yourself and let yourself know, hey, I'm not thinking self-deprecating thoughts anymore. I'm not speaking negatively about myself. I'm not holding grudges on myself. I'm going to forgive myself for mistakes I've made. I'm going to accept myself for who I am and where I am. I'm not going to beat down on myself and treat myself like I don't care. Treat myself like I'm not trying, you know? If everybody is supposed to see you, respect you, love you, value you, how do you really expect to step into that if you're not giving it to yourself genuinely? So I feel like some of you guys and some of y'all, you're, having to let everybody know, hey, this is me, this is what I want. But I feel like the majority of us, this is about you connecting with you and saying, hey, I need to support myself. I need to believe in myself. I need to trust myself no matter what. And when an opportunity opens for me, I need to dive in. I need to trust that I have what it takes to dive in. Also, with this Three of Pentacles, this is about collaboration, teamwork, stepping into spaces where the people around you support you, love you, pour into you. So the more specific you are and the more boundaries you have about how you view yourself, how you take care of yourself, and how other people view you and take care of you, that's how you connect with your community. That's how you connect with the team that you're looking for. If you're in a space where you don't love yourself, you're going to attract a bunch of people that do the same. If you're in a space where you take care of yourself, you benefit yourself, you pour into yourself, you're going to connect with people who are going to be giving you that. So be mindful that the energies that you give to you are definitely the energies that people are going to be giving back to yourself. We also have the Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. You've been training for this for lifetimes. So I feel like there's definitely something really big here. And I feel like this is going to almost seem like mission impossible for some of us. And it's just because this is the one thing that you maybe haven't been able to do before. This is the one thing that maybe you haven't been able to be 100% on. This could definitely be something that some of us dealt with in the past life. And we learned stuff in the past life, and we learned stuff in the life before that one, and we learned some more stuff in the life before that one. You might have 5 or 6 or 7 or 20 lifetimes where you've been learning little by little details that are going to be benefiting you right now in this present moment. So you've been training for this. You are prepared for this. I feel like it could feel very foreign, the space that you're in, but I feel like it also feels a bit familiar to you. Some of us may even have gotten comfortable in being in a space where we doubt ourselves and question our abilities because that's where you're used to being. You're used to being in that space. It works for you. It's comfortable for you. So this is definitely about breaking out of a comfort zone. This is definitely about understanding, why you're in this space, and definitely looking within, especially if you spend a lot of time looking at everybody else, focusing on how everybody else is affecting you, focusing on what everybody else is bringing to you. This is definitely the time to be mindful of you and what you need. Someone left a comment, Ethereal Bell. I feel like I don't even know myself, and what I do know feels like I'm just looking at my flaws. So I think this is a really important point to make with this Three of Pentacles. If you want people that value your voice, if you want people that feel like you are worthy of being listened to, worthy of being respected, if you want to feel like your opinion and your feelings are valid, you have to start with yourself, And we all can look at our flaws all day long. If we wanted to have a flaw party every day for the rest of our lives, we could spend every day for the rest of our lives focusing on our flaws. But none of us are all flawed. You're not all flawed, even if you feel like you are. And I cannot make you see your greatness. Someone that's in love with you can't make you see your greatness. Your ancestors can't make you see your greatness. No one can make you see your greatness. I don't even know if God can make us see our greatness, because sometimes God reveals to us who we are and we don't even believe it. You have to understand that you are who you are. You have to see that. And I feel like it really starts, like I said, this Ace of Wands in reverse, realizing what the fear is, what the blockage is, what the problem is, what the issue is. And, just challenging yourself to feel differently. Also, if you're someone that focuses on your flaws a lot, figure out why you do that. Where does it come from? Did you have family members that focused on your flaws? Relationships where people focused on your flaws? Friendships, jobs, where have you been in a space where your flaws, the things that you weren't doing, were on display. But when you did something good, nobody was cheering, nobody was applauding. Think about those spaces and figure out how those things can still be affecting you right now. Some of us can't celebrate ourselves because we were never taught to celebrate ourselves. We were never taught that our best was good enough. So being mindful of all of that is really, 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 really going to change how we move forward, how we expand forward, and, you know, just what this journey looks like as we, you know, move ahead. So I'm going to get a couple of more cards, guys, for this Ace of Wands in reverse. I feel like this card is definitely something that a lot of people are picking up on. So let's go ahead and pull some cards for this Ace of Wands in reverse and figure out how we can kind of get out of our own way a little bit and see some things clearly. So we have the Page of Swords, the Hierophant, and the Two of Swords. Page of Swords, Hierophant, Two of Swords. So this is the solution and the problem for some of us. I feel like the problem for some of us is that we get on these journeys, we have these awakenings, we learn, we grow, and then we come across a problem and we don't want to deal with it. Or we come across something that we thought we were done with and we don't want to deal with it, you know, because we feel like we're so changed and because we feel like we're so brand new, we get so triggered when we are reminded that, you know, you're not that confident. We're reminded that, you know, I don't always believe myself. When you're reminded that, you know, my faith is a little bit shaky, you know, depending on how much money I have in my bank account. We are all human, and you are not going to be confident all day. You're not going to love yourself every day. But when you don't, you cannot turn away from it and pull a fast one. What the fuck is this? Why are you sitting there with blindfolded? What's going on? You know, what the fuck is that? Like, you don't want to put yourself in a situation where you feel like you have to, where you feel like you're just not strong enough to deal. Whenever you're trying to move forward, whenever you're trying to create something, whenever you're trying to do anything, and you feel like your energy isn't supporting you, you feel like you can't support yourself, you feel like nothing makes sense, you feel like nothing you try is working out. Why let yourself stay in that space when you've already been through the space of the Hierophant, the space of wisdom, the space of, you know, reflection, research, higher knowledge, spiritual beliefs, spiritual, you know, security. You know, the Hierophant is about someone that can rest peacefully in their faith, in their beliefs, in what they know about life, what they know about God, what they know about the world. But the Two of Swords is someone that's like, everything I knew is out the window because I'm having a bad day. And I cannot even think about the stuff that I was learning when I was feeling good because I'm not feeling good right now. So I feel some of you guys might need to just really work with yourself. Low-key, like if you were working with like a child or something like that. Like, I am currently reading the 4 Agreements with my book club, Enlightened Reads. If you guys are interested in a book club where we read spiritually uplifting reads, you can look up Enlightened Reads on Instagram, or you can go on my Instagram at Real Pixie, and it'll be in the bio. The little @ will be in the bio. But yeah, you know, in the book of the 4 Agreements, they basically talk about the importance of, I literally forgot what my freaking train of thought was. That sucks. Nevertheless, it's definitely important to trust the things that life has taught you and to be able to call on these lessons when you need them the most, to be able to lean on yourself when you need you the most. You know, what's the point of going through all of this reflection, learning all of these things, going through the ups and downs and the healing and the purging when you're in a bad space and all of those things go out the window? You know, you have to create a foundation that supports you and that benefits you. From the book, The 4 Agreements, it just came back to me. Domestication. We are domesticated from the point of childhood. Our parents teach us what's right and wrong. They are taught from what their parents taught them. So we are all, you know, just being taught different things from people who were taught different things by different people who were taught different things, essentially. So you have to undo years and years and years of programming, lessons, different mindsets to step into. You've been training for this for lifetimes. You have to go through all of that to get to this new place. And to do that, you have to retrain yourself. And that doesn't mean only when you have a good day, it means when you have a bad day too. When you're trying to learn a bike, it doesn't really do you any beneficial. It doesn't really do you any good to ride the bike when you're good at riding the bike. What about when you fall off? You want to never ride the bike again? That's what a lot of us are doing. When you fall off the bike, you never want to get back on it. You don't want to look at the failure. You don't want to acknowledge what you could have done better. And because of that, you sit in that situation and you never want to take a risk again. You never want to do anything creative again. All you can focus on is the flaws. So really challenge yourself to be a student of life. Don't take everything so fucking personally. Don't take your losses so personally. Literally get over yourself. Deal with your ego that's telling you that one mistake means that you're unworthy. One mistake means that you are just not gonna be able to shake back. Please, you know, you can wake up and make a mistake every hour, every fucking minute, and you will still end up exactly where you're supposed to be. Our life journey is so specific to us. It doesn't matter how you're gonna get there. You're not expected to be perfect. You're not expected to do everything right, you know. There's going to be ups, there's going to be downs, but you have the benefit of the Hierophant. You have the benefit of higher knowledge. You have the benefit of spiritual understanding that makes you feel good. So I would definitely say also get reconnected to your spiritual belief. Are you praying often? Are you meditating often? Are you cleansing your energy? Are you being mindful of your vibration and your frequency? What kind of music are you listening to? What kind of food are you putting in your body? What kind of garbage are you consuming on social media every day? Are you looking at things that make you feel good about yourself or things that make you feel bad about yourself? Are you doing old meditation that doesn't even work for you anymore? Are you trying old manifestation habits that aren't working for you anymore? You know, figure out how you can make your beliefs support you in this current moment. Everything that we go through in life, we are not equipped to figure it out on our own. We are not equipped to understand what is happening by physical means or physical understanding. So, excuse me. Sometimes we have to look beyond the spaces that we're in to make sense of something that's bigger than us or something that's greater than us. We have Rama. Where are you being called to journey to? And we also have Soul Family, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. So where are you being called to journey to, and you don't have to do it alone? I feel like for some of us, or for most of you, your intuition has been telling you for years, this is what you're supposed to do. This is what you're supposed to step into. This is the moment. This is the time. This is the person. This is the place. And also with this Soul Family energy, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. I definitely feel, you know, if you guys have had to cut off certain people or, you know, make certain really tough decisions to protect yourself or protect your energy, they're bringing back in the energy of a soul family, because just because you've had to cut off certain people, it doesn't mean that nobody in this world is going to love you or treat you right. It doesn't mean that nobody in this world is going to be able to support you and uplift you. Because just like I said before, no one can make you see your greatness. No one can make you see your greatness, but the people around you can lift your vibration high enough so you can see your greatness. A lot of times you can't even see the forest for the trees because you're just so focused on one little small ass part of this huge puzzle, and everything that's being aligned across galaxies and fucking dimensions to give you what you want, to grant you the life that you want. But we can't see that past this one problem or this one issue or this one fear, this one moment of self-doubt. But having a soul family, having people around you can boost your spirits. They can bring you laughter. They can bring you joy. They can bring you the energy of making you feel like, hey, I am not alone in this. Everybody deals with doubt. Everybody deals with confusion. I have a Discord that I would definitely recommend you guys joining or just participating in spiritual groups online. You know, having people that you can talk to about what you're dealing with is super important. And in a spiritual sense and a practical sense as well. Everything that we're dealing with is not, you know, spiritual. A lot of times we deal with earthly things and physical things, practical things that really get us down. And when you have practical problems, yes, spirit can do anything, but you also need practical solutions. You know, when you're in a space when you've been used, abused, and betrayed by people, yeah, you can heal and remove those things from your energy, but you need real love to fully complete the cycle and bring you into that next chapter, you know? Everything always has to be in balance. And if you've cut a lot of people off and removed a lot of people from your life, trust and believe, you definitely have some people in your life that are on the way that are going to serve you in ways that the old people couldn't. And this energy of what are you being called to journey to, on this journey, you're going to be picking up different things, different lessons, understanding different things differently. And also understanding the same things differently as well. You might see love differently, trust differently, expression differently, intimacy differently, all of those different things. So yeah, I feel like, just like I was saying yesterday, I was on live on Facebook and I was just saying that I feel like this is really a moment of acceptance for all of us. It's a moment of how can you accept the current space you're in and still be excited about the future, still know that it's going to work out, still have a head on your shoulders where you know you're about to step into your forever, essentially. Or are you only able to feel good about yourself when things are good? Are you only able to support yourself, celebrate yourself, and love yourself when things are okay? Because that's not going to sustain you. Things are not going to be okay all the time. Things are going to be as equally as good as they are bad in this life. You're going to have as many good days as you do bad days. That's just how it is. So learning how to take care of yourself in all those spaces, learning how to love yourself in all of those spaces will definitely save your life, literally. Because physical stress leads to physical symptoms in your body. I've talked about these things before. If you have, mental health issues, it could definitely exacerbate those things. You could start having, an irregular heart rate, high blood pressure, insomnia, bad headaches, stomach pains, constipation. You can even develop, breathing issues. There's so many different things that we can succumb to when we are feeling, I don't want to say stagnant because stagnant isn't a bad thing. I just talked about that. But when we're feeling just foggy, when we're feeling like we can't see our way through, because even in fog represents something. Nothing is nothing. You're never in a moment where nothing is happening. It's always something happening, even if it means to take a break, even if it means to take a step back. It's always something that's being aligned so you can step into the space that you need to be in. So yeah, guys, that's basically it. I'm going to wrap up there. If this reading resonated with you guys, then please let me know down below, this little mini drag. If it resonated with you, then please let me know down below in the comments. Let me know how you've been feeling, and let me know how you will begin to accept this new journey and accept yourself. I appreciate you guys, and remember to check out my new sessions and the mentorships, all of that good stuff at the link down below in the description box. You can also check out the community tab to see where you can get the manifesting reading from me, all that good stuff, see more information on the mentorships and things like that. But yes, I appreciate you guys. I thank you guys for being here as always, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys. Bless.